Oh, he had a movie career spanning more than 5 decades. He won an Oscar, he won 2 BAFTAs, 3 Golden Globes. Sir Sean Connery will always be remembered. His very first act to take on the iconic role of James Bond.
Well, it was the first Bond, and for many, including me, the best Bond. At the weekend, Sean's family announced the legend of a silver screen died peacefully in his sleep, having been unwell for some time with dementia. As this clip shows, Sean was the classic James Bond, known for his suave and debonair performance. Let's take a look.
I admire your courage, Miss...
Trench. Sylvia Trench. I admire your luck, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Mr. Bond, I suppose you wouldn't care to, raise the limit?
I have no objections.
That's why he was the best for me, and we're joined by Sir Jackie Stewart, a long-time friend of Sir Sean Connery. Sir Jackie, my condolences at the loss of your friend, and the world has lost one of its great movie stars and the man that created the iconic James Bond.
He was an amazing man. He was a great, great friend. He was a star, of course, in movies, but as a personal friend, you couldn't have done more to find somebody that good. No, it's a great loss, and sadly, he took around more than 2 years of very large discomfort. Dementia is a terrible illness, and I know a little bit about that because Helen, sadly, my wife, has also dementia, and Sean was identified as such in the Mayo Clinic, as was Helen. But a great loss to Scotland, to Britain, to the world, because he was James Bond, the very best James Bond. And the new man is terrific. But Sean had something there that was different than everybody else.
You know, I interviewed George Lazenby. Not interviewed, I played cricket with him, actually, in L.A., bizarrely, but he's an Australian. Loves his cricket and loves James Bond. And he played Bond, obviously, one of the 7 actors to play him. And I said to him who was the best. He went, listen, he said, Sean Connery was James Bond. Yeah. The rest of us were imposters, which I thought was a wonderful line from somebody whose own performances over time have become to be more celebrated. But what was it, do you think, about Connery's version of Bond that made it so iconic?
It was the sort of canny Scot way he went about things, and he did them in a very robust fashion. Everything he did was like that, even in his private life. We spent a lot of time together in different things. I took him to Monaco to the Grand Prix, and of course, he was absolutely inundated by people when Sean Connery, really James Bond, went to the Monaco Grand Prix. But that was true of everything. Whether we went up to St Andrews to play golf, the same thing. He was just the target for everyone to say, my God, that's Sean Connery. Or they would just say, that's James Bond. He was a man who was quite a private man, much more private than most people realise. And that was one of the reasons we enjoyed each other, because he wanted to get away from it all from time to time. He used to come and stay with us in Switzerland, as well as, you know, spending time playing golf sometimes, coming motor racing sometimes, shooting. You know, there's this funny thing about James Bond. Sean came up to Gleneagles to do an event, a Rolex Jackie Stewart Celebrity Challenge thing. And I said, Sean, would you come and participate? Aye, that'll be all right, I'll come up. He brought up Steven Spielberg and Harrison Ford. And we were part of that. And we had part of the royal family there. We had the rich and famous. We had some of the greatest sports person of the world. But the focus was on one man, and that was Sean.
And was he a good shot, Sir Jackie?
You'd hope so.
No, the thing I'm really leading up to is he couldn't shoot.
Don't ruin it.
You're killing the myth. You're killing the myth. We don't want to hear James Bond can't shoot. What a wonderful story. He was an absolute iconic figure, wasn't he? And I think he was in 7 James Bonds and spanned quite a long period of time, and a remarkable man. Great to talk to you, Sir Jackie. A very sad day, but as you say, he'd been suffering from dementia for quite a while. His wife gave a very moving statement yesterday about it. It was clearly he was 90. He had an amazing life, didn't he? What would your last memory like to be of him?
Well, I saw him not too long before he died, and it was a sad sight. I think Sean would have even preferred to slip away a wee bit earlier. He wasn't well. The nicest thing we did, however, was twice in 2 days see his film, which he believed to be the best one he ever made, when he was the soldier, The Hill it was called. And that was Sean, not the Sean Connery that we know as James Bond. That was the best, in his opinion, of his professional skills in his life. And he just loved it. For twice we watched that. And he just each time was taken by it and kept telling me, "What do you think, Jackie?" He says, "Isn't that the best?" It was just wonderful when you think that it was James Bond that the world knew. Here was a man saying, "Oh no, that wasn't as good as I could have been. I thought the best for me was The Hill."
Wonderful. Lovely story, Sir Jackie. We really appreciate you joining us. And again, our condolences at the loss of your great friend, and a great loss to Scotland, and a great loss to the country and to the movie business. A remarkable guy. Thank you very much indeed.
Good to see you, and best wishes to your family as well.